What's good, YouTube? Dawson here from JD Hunters, back with another video. If you guys have watched the last couple of videos, you know what today is. But before we get into it, I do have to say a big thank you to all you guys because we hit 1K subscribers on the channel. We've only been doing this for like a little bit over a year, so to actually hit 1K is crazy. So thank you guys so much for all the love you continue to show on all of the videos. And I promise we're going to keep kicking out content to you. Collection update coming very, very soon. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Like I said, if you haven't checked out the first two videos of this little mini series I've been doing, definitely go check those out first. So we did the top 10 OG Dragon Ball figures I'd like to see Tamashii make, and then the last video was the Namek Saga as well as the Saiyan Saga. I did 5 of each. So we're sticking with Dragon Ball Z today, and we're going to do the top 10 Android and Cell Saga figures, which is really just one saga together. So I got my list here. I'm going to read it off. And as with the first two videos, make sure you comment down below which figures you'd like to see. You guys have left some great suggestions, some things I left out, so I always love reading the comments on these videos. But yeah, let's get into it. So number 10, I do a lot of variants on this list, you guys don't seem to mind. So number 10 is going to be Android 18. So we got like her first appearance outfit where she's got like the jean jacket sort of vibe going on with the Red Ribbon Army. But later into that Cell Saga, she has like the white t-shirt with the black vest, the pearls. And I feel like we see her in that more than we do the original appearance. So I just love Android 18. I'll take any version of her we can get. So yeah, I won't talk about this one too much, but just a different version of 18. I mean, we get different outfits for almost every other character, and I think this would be a good opportunity for them to make another 18 figure for people who missed out on the event exclusive 18 or didn't want to pay for that. Which I totally get as well. So just another chance for people to get a really cool character. Oh, all right. Number 9 is going to be King Cold. Now we only see King Cold a little bit, sort of at the beginning of the Android saga as him and Frieza come back to Earth. He seems really menacing at first, and he kind of gets chopped up real quick by our boy Trunks. But nevertheless, really cool looking character. And obviously I'm gonna have that version of Frieza later on this list, so stay tuned for that. But to have the two of them together I think would be super cool, kind of recreate that fight scene with Trunks. And then he does appear in a couple of the different movies and that, if you've got a little display going for one of those. I think just a cool character that we never have gotten a figure for. So yeah, number 9, King Cold. The last video I said 2.0 for a lot of the figures. That would technically actually be a 3.0, so I'm sorry about that, but I do think this one would actually be a 2.0 because I think we only have one version of him, and that's Android 16. I feel like a lot of people only have 17 and 18 because we've got a couple of chances to get them, like I said with the event exclusives last year. But 16, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I'm sorry if I am, but I think we've only gotten him once, and I don't have him. He's pretty expensive on the aftermarket now, so a re-release of him, I'm going to call it Android 16 2.0. But yeah, man, I think Android 16, like I said, for people like me who missed out on the original one, who now have 17 and 18, it just kind of feels like he's missing. So another chance to get Android 16, and maybe they can improve on the original figure. I think that would be dope. All right, number 7 is going to be another Android, and that is going to be Android 17, but the battle damage version. So I'm sort of thinking about his fight with Piccolo, which turns into his fight with First Form Cell, who we're getting. So it feels like a perfect time to release it. You know, he's got the ripped sleeve, he looks a little bit beat up, hair's a little bit messy. I'm just a sucker for the battle damage figures. I just think they always look amazing. And again, same thing I said with Android 18 for anybody who missed the event exclusive. Just make it a regular release, something that people who don't have 17 yet, if you happen to not have him, would have a chance to get. And again, with 17 and with 18, I'll take any version I can get. Two amazing characters, two of the most important characters of this saga. So yeah, battle damage 17. All right, number 6, we're gonna call Super Vegeta, or like bulky Vegeta. So if we go back to the Cell Saga, it is Trunks and Vegeta who come out of the hyperbolic time chamber first, and they feel like they've achieved Super Saiyan 2, which is like this beefed up version of Super Saiyan. And then obviously they don't realize that it makes you too slow. But he has a really cool fight with Second Form Cell in that like beefed up state, and we've never gotten a figure of that version. I think what would be really cool, and maybe they wouldn't do it because the heights wouldn't match, But if they just gave us one body and then you could either use Vegeta's head or Trunks' head, I think that would be cool. But again, it wouldn't, I don't know, like the original Saiyan armor release when we got the 2.0 Vegeta and the Trunks. I don't know, I don't have those figures. So maybe if you do, you could let me know. Are they the same height? I don't know. But something along those lines. And this could be, you could give us a bulked up Trunks too, because I think he looked a little bit better than Vegeta. But yeah, that sort of false Super Saiyan 2 I think would be a really cool release. All right, number 5, I'm gonna call this one a 3.0 because I think we've technically gotten 2 versions even if it was the same sculpt, and that is gonna be Future Trunks. So I have the original premium color Trunks. It's okay, I don't love it. I think it's just a matter of time before we get an updated version of Trunks, because he doesn't even have that like 2.0 articulation. It would be a 3rd release, but we're still on like the 1.0 articulation at this point. So I think we desperately need a new Dragon Ball Z Trunks. I mean, we got the Saiyan armor and we got the Dragon Ball Super, but everybody loves that original version of Trunks. I think there's a couple other versions they could do as well, like the no sleeves look, some of his different looks from some of the movies, but God damn, man. Yeah, I think we could all use an updated Future Trunks. All right, number 3 is going to be, I mentioned him earlier in this video, it's going to be Mecha Frieza is what I like to call him. There may be a couple different names for him, but you guys all know what I'm talking about. We feel like Frieza's done. He's been chopped up by Goku on Namek. Goku survived, but he's coming to Earth with King Cold, which causes Trunks to travel to the past to just slice him in one slice, which is kind of crazy. Like when you're watching that for the first time, like we've just watched like 10 episodes of Goku trying to beat Frieza, and then Trunks comes in and just slices him in one shot. It really showed how powerful I think the Super Saiyans were, as Trunks just kind of appears out of nowhere. It was pretty cool. But I really like aesthetically, optically, the way that Frieza version looked. And I don't know how they would do it, but they have to make it possible for him to be sliced in half. It's not even in half. It would be easy like to pull him this way, but you gotta pull him this way.
You what?
You know what I'm saying? So that would be really hard to pull off. I don't know if they could actually do it, but man, I don't know if I want that figure without that, right? If I'm getting that Frieza, it's because I want to recreate that scene with Trunks, just slicing him in half. There's got to be some way they can do it. So maybe it'll be like further down the line once they like work on the technology for it. But I think that would just be amazing. Okay, number 2 on this list is going to be Cell Jr. and then in brackets S plural. I don't know how they would do this, but this is like a figure you have to army build. Like just having one Cell Jr. is kind of pointless, but think back to Yamcha, they only gave him one Cyberman. I guess that kind of worked because you just needed the one that fought him. But what I would think they would do is either make him super basic and make him super cheap, like make him like a $20, $25 release so you can buy 4, 5, 6 of them. Or just give us a giant 6-pack of them, right? A couple of different heads that you can kind of make each one a little bit different. Maybe some blast effects, but like one box, big clamshell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Cell Juniors, right? Take your Cell Saga display and you've just got them fighting. Each of like the Z fighters would just be amazing. Have the version with like the chopped off head from when Gohan fights them. Yeah, a couple different ways they could do it. I don't know if they'd ever make like a 6-pack. Maybe they would like put him in with a 2.0 Final Form Cell. I don't know how they would do it, but I really hope we get Cell Juniors in the future. All right, number 1. If you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, you should already know what this figure is. Pause the video, comment down below what it is. Don't cheat. If you're a true fan of this channel, you know I mentioned it many times. Did you do it? 3, 2, 1. No cheating. And that is, of course, SSJ2 Gohan. We're gonna call it 3.0. All right, we're gonna call it Super Saiyan 2 Gohan 3.0, and we're gonna make it the bloody version. Again, they've never made a bloody figure. If there was ever one to start, make it Gohan. So here's what I want. I don't want the way he looked in the 2.0 with like the shirt ripped halfway down. I still want the full gi, but I want it tattered, like ripped on the sleeves, around the collar, so that it's different from the 1.0 that was just like his clean gi and it came with the cape and everything, the Piccolo cape. So I want this like sort of battle damage, but not like fully ripped from when he's doing that final Kamehameha father-son versus Cell. I want him like thick of the battle. He's just turned Super Saiyan 2. If they could give us some type of like lightning effect, aura effect to go with him, I don't know. That's probably asking too much from Tamashii at this point. But I really just want this like definitive Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Like I said, bloody version, battle damaged. Give us the face with the tears in the eyes. Like that would just be amazing if they did that. I'm holding out hope for this figure because I don't want to pay for the 2.0. But yeah, man, if they ever made this figure, that is a day one pre-order. I might even buy 2 just to have an extra one. I don't know. Without a doubt, the #1 figure I want them to make. And even the 2.0 that they have now is my #1 most wanted figure. That's my list. 10 figures from the Android/Cell Saga. Let me know down below, like I said, any figures I missed that you think would be great additions to the S.H.Figuarts line. And let me know some of the ones that I listed that you would definitely pick up as well. I'm probably just gonna sit here and bang out at least the next video, maybe the next 2. There's 2 more left in this series. The next one is gonna be the Buu Saga, and then I'm just gonna do 1 for all of Dragon Ball Super. So if you're excited for that, leave a like. Once again, thank you guys so much for 1K. But if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.